Hey, what's up you guys? I thought today we might do a little quick chit-chatty get ready with me. I am on my way to work right now, so I am gonna just slap some, not anything too crazy, makeup on my face and try to cover up all this freaking dry skin. I look like I have like a flush eating bacteria. I don't know what's going on. Nothing is working. If you guys have any like suggestions for like high-powered moisturizers, please leave them in the comments below. I look appalling. So I guess without any further ado, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on your notifications if you guys want to find out when I'm posting more videos. I have a vlog coming your way of Thomas. It's pretty cute that we filmed this morning. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So to try and like combat this incredibly dry skin, I'm gonna be applying Mercier Radiance Primer. It's nice, it gives your skin like a touch of like glowiness. I would honestly probably do myself best if I wasn't wearing makeup for a little while. Like, it honestly like burns slightly, to like, not like a burn, but like it's a tingling sensation to put anything on my skin. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I went off on these like Cover FX primer that I tried out. I got like a sample of it from Sephora. And the Fenty Beauty Foundation. I don't know what it is, but ever since then my skin has been a disaster. I cannot get it to like rebalance itself out, and I don't know. I've like changed my skincare products a couple times and nothing is working. My skin, it's appalling. So we're gonna try to cover that up now, but I also, since I'm going to work, I don't want to look like too cakey. Plus I work as a waitress, so I want everything to kind of fade naturally while I sweat it off. So I'm just gonna use my Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Cream Tinted Moisturizer. I love this stuff. It's really never done me wrong. It's great for like a light coverage day. On days like this, I'll usually just apply this BB cream and then usually I'll use a brush, but my makeup station is literally a disaster right now, so don't even really know where my brush is. I have this cute like, well, I had this cute mason jar set up that is like holds all of my makeup and like displays it, mostly just like lipsticks and tubes, and I destroyed it last night and I'm so pissed about it. I literally, it's just caused my whole makeup station to look like shit. I found my brush. It was literally staying right in front of me. I mean, that helps. My skin, like, it hurts. Please, if anyone has any sort of advice, please leave it in the comments below. Okay, now I'm gonna try and cover some of this stuff up. The worst part about it is it like repels makeup. Like, this is my favorite concealer and it usually does a good job of covering everything up. Not this stuff. I don't really get it. Cover up my burn. It really would be helpful if I had a mirror open in front of me. I just covered my eye in concealer. That's good. Today's going really well. I'm gonna lightly set that now. I use the e.l.f. I don't even know what it's called. It doesn't apparently have a name. It's like the e.l.f. translucent powder. I like am not usually really into setting powders, and I know that this is probably like counterproductive, but since winter, sometimes when your skin gets like really dry, it counteracts by like overproducing oil, and so you can almost trick yourself into thinking that you have oily skin all of a sudden, when it's really just you have very dry skin, and that's what can cause like these micro breakouts that you can see all over my face. But so to prevent that oiliness looking, I've been trying to set my makeup a little bit more. which is like the opposite of what you should be doing. Like I should just go full dewy everything, but learn from my mistakes. I hate looking oily, and I hate how my makeup will like break up when I look oily. And so setting it definitely has prevented that. It's also not helping the state of my skin whatsoever. So now I'm going in with the Smashbox contour palette. It's in, I believe it's light medium. I got it like a while ago, but it's honestly my favorite. And then I'm gonna go into the bronzer from that palette. Just kiss the cheekbones. So I only like to really use setting powder in the places where I don't put these bronzing, contour, and blush powders, because I feel like they do a good job of setting the those places on their own. So that's a little tip for you for the day. And this is the Lancôme Blush Subtle Shimmer Mocha Havana. I am obsessed with this. I think I've talked about this before on my channel. It's pretty much the only blush that I want to be using right now. It's so like subtle. It does exactly what it tells you will. Okay, and now I'm gonna dip into the Natasha Denona Glow. I love this. It smells so good. I'm gonna be so annoyed with myself this entire video because I'm looking right into the viewfinder. Every time I'm editing, I'm like, stop! Oh well. So I recently ran out of my Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I'm just gonna dip into this Tartelette palette with like a very fine angle brush. This one's from LH Cosmetics. It's honestly the best angle brush I've ever used, particularly for doing your brows. I'm going to use Multitasker from the Tartelette palette. It's like a dark brown, and be very, very light because I really don't like having those like crazy Instagram heavy. If that's your thing, go balls to the wall. You do you. But I feel like I'm pretty happy with my brows to begin with, so I don't really want to make them like too dramatic, and I want everything to look very like natural. I'm actually going to go into Fashionista, which is just the black shade, and kind of make that look a little less red. This is as good as it's going to get. I miss my Brow Wiz. Okay, and now I'm going to go over with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to lock everything in place. Speaking of locking everything in place, I should put this with some setting spray. Those brows are really a bad color. Oh my god. Oh well. I'm just putting down some eyeshadow primer. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I usually use Urban Decay's, I don't remember what it's called, but I have literally lost it. Thomas likes to find things that are like in reach on my counter and just take them and hide them. And it's usually like my favorite things. Like he hid my YSL Glow Shot at one point. I was like, I lost it. I left it somewhere. It was like $40. But I found it. I always do. Usually months later, but I always do. Okay. I think I'm going to use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I don't know if the sale is still going on, but it was like 20% off on Ulta the other day. So if you don't have this, like, now's a good time to buy. I'm gonna go into, I don't know, just go into yellow ochre or golden ochre. Can't read. I think I'm gonna go for one of those like trendy halo eyes right now. This is like not a transition shade, but I'm using it as one. Pretty much like the color of my skin. I'm gonna dip into Warm Taupe. Again, hit the inner and outer corners. And then I'm gonna kind of like blend those together. This is such a pretty color. I could literally probably leave this like that. But I'm going to deepen it up. I'm going to go into Cypress Umber a little bit, just very lightly. Okay, now I'm gonna do like that cut crease thing. So for this, I always, even though the Born This Way is what I use for like every day concealer, I usually use the Tarte Shape Tape to cut a crease. Let's see if I can find a brush. I'm gonna use the LH Cosmetics brush, even though it's covered in glue. Sorry, Linda. I just usually take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I go in with whichever side looks like the most like stable. Like this side, you can tell is like crazy fraying all over the place. This side, if I use that, it's gonna look like better. That makes no sense at all, but oh well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna soften those edges up by going back into Warm Taupe. Okay, now I'm gonna tap some of the NYX glitter glue on top, and I'm gonna use a shade from the Fenty Beauty palette. I'm gonna use Starburst for this. We watched Boss Baby the other day, so I have Blackbird singing in the dead of night stuck in my head. But that's pretty much the only part that I know, so it's just that, like, on repeat, which is always fun. Okay. I mean, I've seen better, but I've seen worse, so. Alright, so now I'm gonna just take Warm Taupe and run that on the lower lash line. Now I'm just gonna add a little wing, just a baby wing. I don't like wearing lashes to work. I like wearing lashes, period. But I just don't think that wings look very good on me when I don't have like big lashes to counteract them. So I just do a little tiny baby wing. Okay, now I'm gonna apply mascara. I love what this does to my lashes. I cannot get it off for the life of me. So if you guys have any tips for like getting this particular mascara, like other waterproof, this has got to be waterproof. Yeah, other waterproof mascaras come off fine with like a makeup wipe. Not this one, it feels like it's ripping my eyeballs off. But I love it so much. Okay, now I'm gonna apply Montaigne, which is apparently how you're supposed to pronounce this word that I've pronounced 3 different ways already on my channel. From Nudestix. It's from the Collector's Palette. It's so nice. It's like the perfect nude. So I'm gonna apply that to my lips. Honestly, the more I use this, like the Nudestix formula in general, the more I fall in love with it. And then I'm gonna apply the Fenty gloss on top because my lips are so dry. in perfect timing because my camera's gonna die. Alright, so this is the final look. I'm gonna probably leave my hair like this and then just put on my work clothes and head out. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!